Hey, you guys, what is up? Welcome back to the podcast. You are tuned in to all things lifestyle. Welcome or welcome back. I hope you guys are doing well. So, today on the podcast, we are going to talk about non negotiables and the lucky girl syndrome that has been going around on TikTok. Just to go ahead and get the episode started. So the lucky girl syndrome. I feel like there's so many trends that go around, and I did an episode a couple weeks back about, current trends and aesthetics and stuff like that. But I feel like this lucky girl syndrome that's on TikTok, it's similar to manifesting. It's similar to manifesting, just pretty much speaking life and speaking good things onto yourself. If you look it up on TikTok, it's just girls claiming, how lucky they are, speaking things like, I am so lucky, nothing but great things happen to me. They're speaking it into the universe. And they also call it being delusional. Now, I've personally been delusional. And honestly, like I've been seeing this on social media too, like be delusional, like pretty much move as if what you want to happen is already happening, or it will happen. But I feel like I feel like that's manifesting. That's manifesting and living to what you want to be in the future. Now, one thing that did stand out to me, like about the lucky girl syndrome. So for me, I've always considered myself very unlucky. And again, this is now, if you don't even believe in luck, this part of the conversation won't even matter to you if you don't believe in luck. Me personally, I feel like I believe in luck. Now, to go back to what I was saying, I used to feel like I was very unlucky, and I was like the most unluckiest person, just because random things would happen to me and it would just be very annoying. But recently, and especially because, you try to stay positive all the time, and, I've been trying to do that, like stay positive all the time, speak positive thoughts, think positive thoughts. Sometimes you can't control your thoughts, but to me, the power of the tongue is real. The power of the tongue is real. And I feel like if you speak it over and over, I feel like it'll happen. And that might, and again, that may be going into me being delusional. You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, that's just something I believe in. But I used to say I'm very unlucky. I'm not that lucky. I don't get lucky. But I've stopped saying that because recently, like, I actually haven't said it in a while. But I do certain things. I do move. I don't do certain things because I do feel like I'm unlucky. I would be the person to be like, oh, something random what happened to me just because I did that, things like that. But I don't say that anymore. Like, I don't say, oh, I'm unlucky. I just don't, because like I said, like I just try to speak positivity more now, and I don't want to speak negative. Like I said, the power of the tongue is real, and the more and more over the years, I'm like, yeah, like the things you say, well, it will happen. It can happen. That's why I don't say negative things. I try to keep everything as positive as possible, because it's just like there's no room for negativity. There's no need for the negativity. And yeah, with the with the unlucky girl, with the lucky girl syndrome, everything is working out in your favor. Being unbothered and focusing on yourself, like pretty much. And like you guys can look up what I'm saying, like what I'm referring to. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the lucky girl syndrome, it's on TikTok, and I've seen it a little bit on Instagram too. But yeah, like being unbothered, focusing on yourself, and honestly and I feel like just speaking affirmations into yourself on a regular basis. And over here on the podcast, we do affirmations every week, and I do have some lucky girl affirmations on here, and we can use, we can kind of tie it into our affirmation of the week, and yeah, we can do those. But yeah, so all in all, I feel like the lucky girl syndrome is another trend. It's the same thing. It's just another trend. Pretty much like how I talked about like that girl, it girl, clean girl, aesthetic. It's all the same. You're doing all the girls are doing the same thing. The lucky girl. You're manifesting. You're speaking things into existence. You're speaking things into the universe. That's what manifesting. So it's the same thing. It's just called something different. I feel like we are in this era, in this generation, to literally do the same thing. Just call it different trends. And honestly, like, I've mentioned this too on my episode when I talked about trends and aesthetics and stuff. It's literally doing the same thing and just calling it something different just to keep it like going throughout the years or whatever. Like, that's how I feel when it comes to all these tags and these that girls and all that stuff. And so we have the lucky girl syndrome now. The lucky girl syndrome is a thing on TikTok, on social media, period. I've mostly seen it on TikTok. Yeah, and I just wanted to like touch on it because like I said, I don't I don't say, I'm unlucky anymore. I don't say things like that anymore, but I do very much believe in luck. And honestly, like, now that I'm saying this, I hope, but I'm like, I've been very lucky. I feel like in the past, couple like months, I felt very like, oh, like things are going in my favor. Like, okay, things are working. And I haven't been doing, this lucky girl syndrome. I just be doing my regular affirmations that I do on a regular basis. But yeah, I feel like I have been feeling very lucky the past couple months. So hopefully that luck doesn't run out. But yeah, I just thought I'd speak on this because yeah, I believe in luck for sure. And let me know. Oh, if you're listening on YouTube, comment down below if you believe in luck, period. Because if you don't believe in luck, period, then you don't even believe this whole lucky girl syndrome thing. But if you do believe in luck, let me know. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into some affirmations. Now, affirmations, there's going to be more than one because these coincide with the lucky girl syndrome affirmations. So, affirmations for lucky girls. I am so lucky. Good things always happen to me. Oh, I think I said this. Yeah, I said this. I said, good things always happen to me. Okay, I'm so lucky. I am always at the right place at the right time. Everything always works out for me. I get everything I want. The universe always has my back. I expect the best and I will always get it. And I always get it. So those are some like lucky girl affirmations is what they say. And again, people maybe listen to this like, you are delusional, but that goes into the lucky girl syndrome too, like being delusional, like just knowing things is going to happen to you, think great things are going to happen, good things are going to work out in your favor all the time. Of course, it's life and things happen and things don't always work out in our favor, but I do believe in, like I said, the power of the tongue. And I do feel like speaking good things on yourself, it can't hurt nobody. You can't hurt yourself. You can't hurt nobody by speaking good upon yourself. So yeah, those are some affirmations for the week. And those are specifically like for the lucky girl syndrome. So yeah, let me know if you've heard of the lucky girl syndrome. Anyway, like, because I've been seeing it on TikTok. Because, and then another thing too is like, there are so many, TikTok is unhinged. There are so many sides of TikTok. I'm on like I said, the lucky girl, I just came across the lucky girl syndrome. I'm on like that side of TikTok, day in the life, mini vlogs and a couple funny ones. I am on Beyonce's Renaissance World Tour side of TikTok. My friend, she be sending me my friend sends me all these TikToks where it's like, this is what we need to do. One, X, Y, and Z. Oh, that's what's called town hall meetings. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but it's been the town hall meetings for the Renaissance concert. And it's like this girl, she says things like, oh, this is what to do. This is what to wear. This is what to eat. This is what not to do. To do's and not to do's pretty much. And I love it real bad. I love it real bad. I be sending it to my sister like, okay, girl, town hall meeting. Like, so yeah, I'm definitely on the Beyonce Renaissance side of TikTok. I'm on day in the life side of TikTok. Some trends pop up on my For You page, like the Lucky Girl Syndrome one did, and that one is kind of like old a little bit because I'd seen that in like the beginning of like last month, but I knew I wanted to talk about it. I seen it then, and yeah, I feel like, and so, like I said, some funny like skit ones, like the trending sounds. I'm on a lot of like the trending sounds, but yeah, but you can get on they got so many sides of TikTok. So it's like a lot of people may be listening to this, but like I've never heard of the Lucky Girl Syndrome. It really depends on the side of TikTok you are on because there are so many different sides, and depending on what side you are on, TikTok can be very unhinged. Okay, very, very much so. Let's go into the product of this week. So the product this week is it's Auntie Tabitha Brown. If you don't know Tabitha Brown, I feel like she does everything like cooking, lifestyle. She does so many things, and she had a collection, or still has. She has a collection with Target, and I got one of her teas in a care package. So the product this week is one of her teas. It's the organic echinacea elderberry tea. Great for your immune system. Yeah, because it's elderberry, so it's great for your immune system. And echinacea. I did not know what echinacea was, so I took it upon myself to look it up. I had to look up like how to say it and everything. But echinacea is used to shorten the duration of the common cold and flu, reduce symptoms such as sore throat, cough, and fever. Many herbalists also recommend echinacea to help boost the immune system and help the body fight infections. So it's pretty much on brand with like elderberry. So it's an echinacea elderberry tea. So it's like I said, it's great for your immune system. Yeah, I like it. So like I mentioned before, I have been drinking my teas like by themselves, but I'll mix a tea. So like if it's a very like earthy kind of tea, like this tea is kind of elderberry is okay, but I always mix it with like if I have like a peach tea. I have a peach tea over here, so I always mix it with like a peach tea or something like that, just to kind of, or like a raspberry, something sweet, like another herbal tea to kind of sweeten it up, because I haven't been adding any sweetener to my teas the past couple months. I mentioned that before. I feel like I will go back to adding like honey and stuff like that to my teas, but I just haven't been adding anything. And they say it's best to not add anything, but yeah, we need a little something. And again, like the herbal taste, I guess I feel like I'm so used to it now. And I feel like, and this may be like, my friend told me, it was like, this is like a placebo effect, but drinking hot tea, like it it just makes me less anxious. Like, I don't know. Like I said, like if I wake up in the morning, I get my breakfast, I know I need a cup of tea after. Because if I'm getting up and I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling weird, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm feeling like, whew, I need a cup of tea. Like sometimes it's like I may be a little drama queen about it, but I need a cup of tea because yeah, like it was one time I didn't get my tea, and I didn't get my hot water, and I was just like going to work, left the cafeteria, didn't get my hot water, and I was just like, whoo, all right, how are we about to function? And it's like, and low key, and again, I feel like that's similar to you not having, like people not having their coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, I'm a tea drinker. My tea, like even green tea has caffeine, but I do not drink green tea every day. You're not even supposed to drink green tea every day, I don't think. I drink green tea like a couple times a week. That's the only caffeinated tea that I drink. My other teas, like I said, this elderberry tea, my peach detox tea, my sleepy time tea, my raspberry tea, my other tea, are all caffeine free. I can't even do caffeine. Caffeine makes me really sick. It's like the same vibe. Like you're going to work without your coffee. That's how I feel going to work without my tea sometimes. And sometimes I could be okay. Like on average, I do drink about like one cup a day. Like I drink tea at least 5 days out of the week. Like automatic, I can say. But yeah, that's the product this week, and it's extra special because it's Tabitha Brown, and she's vegan. Yeah, she is vegan too. So yeah, I feel like this is, it's a herbal tea, love a tea. So looking for a tea, black owned, go get the organic echinacea elderberry immunity herbal supplement tea by Tabitha Brown. Her collection in Target. Yeah, I like it. No complaints. Just went on and on about tea, but yep, that's my tea spiel. Okay, now we're gonna get into some non-negotiables. Now, when I'm talking about non-negotiables, it could be so many things when it comes to non-negotiables, but I'm going in specific today. I'm going to be talking about non-negotiables for a relaxing day. Like, this is what I feel like for me. And again, these are things that I'm like, okay, I wake up, I did this, and this. By the end of the day, I'm like, wow, I feel relaxed. Like, I feel I had a great day. I had a good day. And I do want to talk about more non-negotiables, more like, non-negotiables when dating, non-negotiables with other stuff. Yeah, like, I guess dating, a thing I could talk about. But yeah, non-negotiables, period. So in particular, right now, we're going to talk about non-negotiables for a relaxing day, period. So first non-negotiable for me, don't engage in negativity first thing in the morning. And I know it can be hard because if you get a call, if you get a text, it can be hard to not engage. But if you get a text from, like, if you get a negative text, a negative phone call, drama filled, hold off till at least later in the day or the next day. Definitely the next day, but if not, hold off until like the end of the day. I just feel like starting your day off with negativity, with drama, it's just, to me, it's like, it's the most annoying thing because I feel like that it sets your tone. It sets the tone for the day, and it's like negativity, negative vibes. Like, now I'm in a bad mood. Now I'm feeling anxious. Now I got all these negative thoughts going through my head. I don't know. That's just me. And so I know if I do get like a text, if it's something negative, something bad, I just don't engage. And that comes with setting boundaries. I feel like I've talked about setting boundaries. We could talk more about it later. But I feel like that goes with setting boundaries too. Like, you don't have to, if a person texts you trying to argue, trying to be rude, trying to be negative. And that goes with, honestly, what you tune into as well, like on social media. If I see, now I know it's like, oh, you shouldn't get on your phone first thing in the morning. People always say that, but I do. It is what it is. I mean, I can change it, but I'm not going to, because it's not negatively affecting me. If it was negatively affecting me noticeably, I wouldn't do it, but I do it. It's whatever. But again, that's when I was talking about, if you tune into social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, what else? Oh, TikTok. If there's anything negative that pops up, scroll past or just get off. Because I swear, like, starting your day off with anything negative is just so annoying, and you don't want that to be your tone set for the day. Like, that's not what you want. Especially for this particular day, for a relaxing day, a good day. This is not what you want, okay? Now, number 2, do some work, but don't overwork yourself. Now, some may feel different, some may argue me down, but I feel like I've never been the person to overwork myself. I don't know. And again, that goes with knowing yourself, being self-aware, knowing your boundaries, setting boundaries. I'm not overworking myself. And if I do overwork myself, I'm going to reward myself for sure. Like, I'm not overworking myself 5 days in a row. That's just, I mean, I'm not going to say I'm not. I will, but just know it's a reward day coming up. It's a relaxing day coming up. I'm going to get a massage. I'm going to get a facial. It's something coming up. But I'm not a fan of overworking yourself, period, because I feel like you should have time to yourself on a regular basis. And I know it's hard, like, especially people, work 2-3 jobs. Very hard. And I know, like, when I progress in the career I want to get into, I'm probably going to be saying something totally different. Like, oh, I'm overworking, but it's fine. But me right now, I just can't overwork myself. But for a relaxing day, definitely do not overwork yourself. For example, with school, I space out a lot of my assignments throughout the week. So, like, I just left this particular day, like, for a relaxing day, non-negotiable. I just did some reading. I did some reading. I read the chapters for the week, and that was it. Seems very small, right? But for this particular day, you don't want to feel like stressed. You don't want to feel overwhelmed. You don't want to feel annoyed or anxious or whatever. So just sitting down, reading a couple chapters, or even if it's like 1 or 2 tasks, you don't want to overdo it. Now, sometimes I'm doing my reading, I'm doing my discussions, I'm doing my paper, like I'm doing all these things in one day. Like that happens often. But like I said, it doesn't happen back to back to back to back to back because I'm rewarding myself in between. So this particular day, I just did some reading and just chilled. Put on my favorite show. And depending on your workload too. Like, my workload for my classes aren't as much. So this might, just adjust these tips I'm saying. Just adjust them, of course, to your lifestyle. Like, how you live, what you have. You have kids, you don't, single mom, single dad. Just adjust these tips to your lifestyle. But the key is to have a relaxing day. And these are some of the things that I do. So yeah, do a little bit of work, but don't overwork yourself. Oh, wake up at a decent time. This may sound like, oh, well, maybe I want to sleep in until noon. That might be a non-negotiable for a relaxing day but I feel like it depends on if you have a lot to get done throughout the day. But I feel good waking up at like 8 or 9 in the morning, like getting out of bed versus laying in bed. Because for me, if I lay in bed past like 11, I feel like sluggish and I'm not feeling too good. So, and that's just like, I've been getting up at like super early. So 8 or 9 is good for me. But of course, it's days where I want to sleep in. But waking up at a decent time is good because I feel like when you wake up at a decent time, you have so much more things you want to get done. And even if, like I said, work, but don't overwork yourself, that gives you more time to work, but that gives you like way more time to decompress, not feel overwhelmed, and to just chill. Another next tip, be around good energy people if you're going to be around people. Now for me, it depends. If I want to have a relaxing day, I'm definitely going to be, if I want to have I know I want to have a relaxing day, like I'm going to wake up today or tomorrow, I'll be like, today is going to be that day. I'm definitely going to be around good energy people that make me laugh, people that's not problematic, people that's not messy, or I'm going to just spend the day by myself, like loner vibes, but it's fine. And that's one thing I'm so happy I have managed is to enjoy my own company, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people really be like, wow, you do so many things by yourself, and they're in shock. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, to be honest, me, myself, and I, all you got is you. And you got to take care of you. You got to put yourself first. Put yourself first. Next one, move your body. And again, not saying you got to go to the gym and do a crazy hour-long workout. No. Even if you get up and go for a 10 to 20 minute walk. If you go down, if you live in an apartment with amenities, go down on the treadmill, walk for 10 to 20 minutes if it's super cold outside. But if it's nice outside, just walk around the neighborhood 10, 20 minutes, and literally that's it. Or even if you get up, Get up and do some stretches. Literally, it could be so small, but do something. You'll definitely feel more relaxed. Oh, and last but not least, okay, so this is the last tip. This is important too. Very important. This should have been at the top. Do your skincare routine morning and night. Now, I have been slipping on doing my skincare at night. But we're gonna get back on track because sometimes we fall off. Sometimes we fall off, but it's important to get back on it. But yeah, do your skincare routine morning and night. You're gonna feel so good. You're gonna feel good about yourself. You're gonna be like, oh yeah. Like I know when I do my skincare routine, like I feel like that girl. Like you can't tell me nothing, especially at night. Cause of course you gonna like. I feel like it's a given to do it in the morning because it's like you're getting up in the morning. You gotta wash your face anyway. So of course we do our mornings. I mean, unless like you have a super long morning skincare routine and you're lacking on some products that you don't use, then yeah. But like everybody washes their face in the morning. Like that's a given. Hopefully, let's wash our face, guys. Wash our face. Morning and night, doing your morning and night skincare routine. You gonna feel top tier. You gonna feel like I said, you gonna feel like that girl. Yeah, and then literally as you're going through this relaxing day, and do some affirmations, do some lucky girl affirmations. Yeah, I just thought this would be like a fun episode to do some non-negotiables for a relaxing day. If you are looking for, I need a day to like feel productive, to feel good, to feel relaxed. These are definitely some tips because this is what I do. And I'm like, okay, I feel good. Like at the end of the day, I'm going to bed. I'm like, yeah, I feel great. So yes, let me know if you guys have non-negotiables, and if you don't have non-negotiables, have some. Write some down. Trust and believe, having some non-negotiables have definitely like changed it up for me, and it definitely helps with setting boundaries. If you have issues with setting boundaries, having some non-negotiables is definitely a good step to take towards setting boundaries. So let me know if you have some non-negotiables, and like I said before, let me know if you've heard of the lucky girl syndrome and all that. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in into another week, and excuse me. I just got choked up. And I will talk to you guys next week. And remember, it's a lifestyle. Bye.